Okay, so game is unpausing. Looks like we're about to get underway.
Yeah, I will not be surprised if that is not the last pause we see. Just because of the way the internet seems to be acting. But okay, so in any event, we're just going to try to ignore the internet for now as best we can and call this match.
Yep, definitely. Oh, we have a blue trinket. Blue trinket alert.
Blue thingy.
Oh, he's going for those cute vision paranoia catches. So we'll see if he gets any of those.
Yeah, that's true. One of the weaknesses of paranoia is that if you run out of vision, he can't grab you.
Yep. And interestingly enough, the range of the vision trinket is fairly similar to paranoia. The dash range.
I wouldn't know. I never see the blue trinket. Like ever.
Okay, so there's a 5-man coming in. Jinx sees it though.
Okay, good. Jinx was paying attention. So there will be no first blood yet.
Yeah. Leona puts down a ward. But it may have caught a glimpse of Ahri, and it definitely sees her now. So they know that they're still there.
Okay, so right now purple team needs to choose to whether, yeah, they're gonna send Renekton back because he needs to make sure he's at lane on time.
Yeah, so that's a good ward by Leona, showing them that they're definitely staying. Okay, the trinket ward goes down, but is instantly killed because there's still 3 members in that bush. Still good information.
Yeah, at least it confirmed the suspicion that they were still there.
Yeah, that there are still multiple people there.
Yes.
So they know for sure that that buff is going to be taken. So as you can see, the blue team is all over the other red.
Yeah.
And Jinx trying to harass the best she can, but...
And this is going to be a standard red trade. Wukong and Jax taking the enemy red. And if Renekton's paying attention, he'll see that from the way Jax entered lane, that they most likely did the red. So Nocturne should be aware of it, and will probably head straight to either blue. Yeah, he's gonna go to his blue. Pixelated Panda rocking that brand new Popstar Ahri skin. Looking pink.
Yep. And the items across the board fairly similar, with the only real difference being the supports taking their choice of gold items.
Which starting gold item did Thresh go?
Thresh has the Philostone replacement.
I see.
So that's the one that gives you gold, just from being around things that are dying.
Saw up there some early aggression by Kage no Jigoku. He loves bullying his lane opponents. Typically takes tower first if he has the advantage. So
yeah, and T-Mania definitely feeling the effects of that.
Okay, we see Wukong has finished his blue and is heading up towards top, but he's gonna get spotted out by that ward in the tri-bush. Arenal's actually flashing away out of respect for the damage, almost going down.
Yeah, Ahri burning the ignite, trying to take him down.
Okay, and a nice awareness by the blue team. Nocturne started moving and they immediately backed it up. So there will be no chance for him to come in.
I noticed that Kayle has not recalled, so Kayle is going to be a prime gank target. And here comes... Nope, Nocturne backs off. Because he doesn't quite make it in a good situation. Oh, they're going in hard for Renekton. He gets ignited. And he's going to have to back off.
I think they might have gotten the kill. I mean, his flash was up, so there was room for outplay still. So I guess a good call either way. Nocturne coming up, but this is dangerous. I don't think he knows that Wukong's still there.
Oh, luckily for him, the fear sends Jax away from him, so he does not get stunned.
Yeah, because I believe his shield had got popped by the monkey.
Yeah, Wukong popped it with the Nimbus strike, the dash in.
Okay, so both teams still kind of feeling each other out, testing the waters, but not wanting to go too hero mode yet.
Yep.
The first win in Swiss in round 1 is very crucial, so neither team can afford any big mistakes early. Taking a look at the CS, Twitch with a big lead already, 26 to 16.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, and Nocturne DCing again. We'll see if a pause comes back. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, and play is resuming. Wukong is standing near Ahri. Here he goes.
Hadouken.
Oh, that damage onto Kale.
Flash burn, but luckily Ari has no ignite and no flash, so Aranos will be okay. Probably shouldn't get too cocky though. He is low.
Yep.
And yeah, Jinx starting to catch up a little bit in CS, which is good.
Well, one thing you have to keep in mind is that okay, wait, there's a fight breaking out, so I'll hold on till afterward.
Tons of damage coming out onto Thresh. Will we see a flash forward? No, we will not.
Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, you have to keep in mind that Leona's CS is most likely all from Relic Shields, so you have to add that to Jinx.
It's true. Having the Relic Shield is definitely a gold advantage.
Well, it's not that. It's just basically all of her CS still count towards Jinx because she's getting the gold too. So you basically have to add that 5 to Jinx's 31
Yeah.
to be able to tell how much CS she actually has.
And there's the fight, just as you predicted. Counter-Strike comes out, but Renekton will slice and dice out. The wave is pushing into him really hard though, so he has to be careful.
Yeah, that would not have been a good fight because the wave would have shown up and really beat him up.
Yeah, and he's probably just gonna have to go back to farming under turret. And
Just fine. Renekton is good at farming under turret.
Yeah, and just do his best to ignore Jax and just try to get as much gold as he can. Doing a good job of it so far. We see Nocturne kind of poking around top just in case. Nice dodge of the charm by Aranos.
So that's going to result in a lot of damage on Ari.
Yeah, that basically took a lot of wind out of Ari's sails right there. Here comes Licking OG showing himself with the Dust Trail.
But this is where things get interesting in mid. Both mids now are level 6. And both are at about half, so they could take terminal damage from each other.
Yeah, the key is going to be Aranos' flash. It will be up first.
Yep.
So that's going to be important. Okay, level 6 for both tops now. We'll see what Team Mania wants to do, how far he wants to push it.
Now that was a great counter-strike. Basically dodging most of the damage from Renekton on that trade.
Yeah.
Good stun by Renekton, but he's pretty low. He probably isn't that interested in trying to fight him.
He does still have a health pot left, which is good for him.
Yep.
And Jax doesn't have a whole lot of life, so yeah, doesn't have that Vamp Scepter yet. With Nocturne probably hitting 6 soon, Jax might want to just play it safe and go back and buy. Wukong coming around from the side. Leona going in. Wukong gonna focus Thomasaur, and that will be an easy first blood.
Yeah. That huge burst damage from that combo. Leona, Jinx, and even Wukong, who also deals a lot of burst.
Yeah, even with the Spirit Stone, still does a lot.
Yeah, that's one thing about bruisers. They tend to do a lot of damage even without items.
Yep. So good focus by the blue team. Licking OG getting caught out.
Oh, wow. He's getting beaten up, but here comes Ari.
Okay, that was a nice clone to get away. And then, ooh, and the reinitiation. They should probably just try to focus Pixelated Panda. Rob has not a whole lot to worry about as he does have the intervention. I expect Kale to... Wow, I'm surprised that Kale didn't use intervention right there to save Wukong.
He's probably saving him for the ensuing fight. But there's a big fight in top. And in bottom as well.
Yeah, Paranoia does get popped, but Nocturne just trying to use it to get away. Virus Pro will pop the ulti, trying to get the poison ticks. It will go. And there's the intervention. Used to good effect there on Super Awesome.
Yep. Unfortunately, Kale had to choose there because Leona also needed the intervention, but in terms of priority of who's important, unfortunately, you have to save the 80 carry over the support.
I agree. So overall, a nice trade-off for the blue team. They get a lot of gold out of that. Buffs getting passed around left and right. Now onto Kale. Definitely not a bad thing for her to have red.
Yep, big story is Jinx is now 3-0.
Yeah, when Super Awesome gets going, he gets going. Ooh, and we see another DC. Team making me eat my words. They're both aware of how much time they have left.
Yep.
So that's good. I'm proud of these teams. They're learning. Very nice. Or you could just lose. But yeah, if Silverbleed does not come back by the time they have to unpause, that's going to be very, very bad for them.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter how far ahead you are, 4v5 is always a bad thing. I've seen pro teams in huge deficits come back because of DCs.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to play without their support.
Yeah, Silverbleed has not reconnected. He is still out of the game. So we'll see what they decide to do with Super Awesome, whether they're just gonna leave him to bot lane 2v1. What do you think they should do in this situation?
I think right now, blue team is kind of stuck. They probably have to pull Wukong out of the jungle, get to bot, get that tower so that they can start roaming around.
Yeah, they definitely need to try to accelerate the game with the slight advantage that they have.
Yeah, because they definitely cannot afford to just have people sit in lanes and let the Jinx fall farther and farther behind from where she is now.
Because Twitch does have that BF sword on deck, so he will be outputting similar damage.
Yeah, and Twitch is another champion that scales really well. So you do not want to let him just get gold for free.
Definitely not. Okay, so we see Licking OG taking his second red. If you're the purple team, how do you capitalize on this? Do you just try to smash down Jinx?
You definitely do exactly what that purple ping was. You come down where they have the man disadvantage, and you, oh my god, that damage.
Oh, very nice bait there by Aranos.
Yeah. But like I was saying, you go down to the part of the map where you have the man advantage, and you take objectives there. Be it towers, dragon, whatever. You just keep forcing stuff where you have more people.
But yeah, nonetheless, Aranos still managing to take advantage of his lead. Has the double buffs now. Licking OG coming in, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't want any of that.
Yeah, he really shouldn't try to fight that. Oh, but here's Twitch.
Oh, Virus Crow wants to go. He's trying to wait. Pops the ulti. Spray and pray. Will the expunge be enough? He's not in range.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think if he'd known that intervention was down, he just would have went straight on him.
Yeah, that's really odd that nobody communicated that.
Yeah, it seemed like he wasn't sure whether the ultimate was up. So he was like, should I just go on this? Is it this free?
Yeah. Yeah, Kale did not have flash there either, so he would have been in big trouble if they had both committed to that at the same time. But nonetheless, Aranos sticking around in lane for a little while longer. Doesn't want to allow any free pressure. And that's kind of what the man disadvantage is going to do too.
Oh, here we go. Silverbleed is back.
Okay, that's good.
So, besides a level disadvantage and some free farm and bot, it didn't really hurt them too much, which is good.
Yeah, so long as he stays connected, should be okay.
Yeah.
Again, we don't want to see any games decided by random DCs, so...
Okay, so Leona's still not moving, but we see a Ahri roam here, but luckily it's warded. So Jax, with that early warning, easily able to get out.
Yeah, this is allowing Kale some time alone in lane, pushing it up. Kale does push really fast.
Yes, she does.
So that's good for them. But Ahri should be able to get back in time for most of that. Ooh, Kage no Jigoku really starting to turn the screws onto T-Mania. There's really nothing that he can do to threaten him at this point, 1v1. As we see Aranos getting caught out. The intervention comes down, but it will be in vain as Pixelated Panda will pick up a nice kill. And will, I believe, get a blue buff out of it too.
Yep, good job.
Yep, so well played by the purple team, getting some momentum back. And a good call by OG to give the kill up to the mid. Here comes Wukong to swing around. He's probably going to jump onto just the CS. Not interested in...
cannon.
Probably not interested in chasing that. And up in the top lane, T-Mania still needs help. But luckily, not too much damage onto the turret.
Yeah, luckily, Jax is a melee and Renekton has good wave clear. So it's not that easy to get damage onto the tower.
Yeah, and because of the way Renekton's skills work, you can't afford to just walk up to the tower and expect Renekton to not punish you. Ooh, Creep's teleporting right there. Oh yeah, my internet's starting to go crazy again. That's why. Again, apologies for those watching. If you cannot watch the stream, I understand. But there will be replays later, so don't worry about it. Okay, so Silverbleed has resumed his post in the bot lane, but as you said, level disadvantage.
Yeah, level disadvantage, and in the end, it did end up costing them. That KO death can be attributed to the fact that they had less people.
Oh, I'm smelling a possible 4-man fight in bottom. Ahri will be walking around by the ward. Okay, it looks like they didn't quite see her, but they tried to ping like her approximate location.
Yeah, because they saw her leave mid.
Mm-hmm. And Nocturne was also on his way down there. Okay, now Jax has kind of a decent-sized wave, but he might just want to go back. It looks like he's sitting on almost 2,000 gold, so he could definitely afford to keep staying if he wanted to. But Licking OG getting caught up in his own blue. Cyclone goes down the Lantern to try to pull him to safety, but he is unable to click on it as Aranos and company now push forward. Super Awesome coming around from the side. Ahri actually sandwiched, and she flashes over with the ult, blinks over with the ulti. Gets herself out of that predicament, and I believe she picked up a kill. No, she didn't.
No, she tried to pick up Wukong, but had to just bail out when she saw that there were enemies everywhere.
Yeah, she noticed that she was in between a lot of people.
Yeah, luckily she's Ahri, and she can do that. She's just like, oh, never mind, I'm not getting focused yet, so I'm out.
Oh no, excuse me, she did flash over, from what I can see.
Yeah, she used her flash.
Ooh, so unfortunate there. Another trade that goes the wrong way for Senpai, please. I'm a hero in full control of the game now as they take the dragon. And they go back to... Actually, Ahri wants to fight this.
Oh, this is not good. The blue team is still around.
That was a really nice Leona ulti catching 2 people. Wukong has no ulti, but he does want to go. Does get to Twitch. Will get the double kill onto Ahri. This is just going so wrong for the purple team. They really wanted to make a play there, but that got turned around very nicely. Good tenacity by Robalaba to get those 2 kills. Really cut the fight short right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Taking out all the damage that they had. Okay, so that's definitely going to continue to take the wind out of purple team sails. We'll see what they can do to bounce back. Again, Team Mania's probably still thinking, help! Help me!
Unfortunately, with every one of those missteps, the gold lead gets a little bigger.
Yeah, and I really feel for him because, you know, Nocturne needs to help the rest of the map too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jax is just continuing to do his thing. At least Renekton is getting the farm, which is a good thing.
Yep, that he definitely is. But unfortunately, so is Jax.
Yeah, and Jax is also taking time to jump in and get some harass in when he can. And Renekton with no lifesteal in his items, so having a really hard time sustaining. Oh, and it looks like we have an invade on the blue. This is very risky. They're deep in enemy territory right now, and Jax is swinging around. This is going to be a fight.
Although Jax is still very small, he hasn't bought.
That's true, but neither has Renekton, really. We'll see how far they want to chase this. Looks like they want to go all the way. Licking OG will go down nice and easy. And Ahri shouldn't go back in. Yeah, the intervention baits are too OP and a nice flash forward to secure the kill. I'm a hero clicking on all cylinders right now. Perfect use of the intervention.
Yep.
Ahri was a fish on a hook right there.
She was like, maybe if I go in, I can pick that up.
Yeah, and again, I sympathize with the plays that they're making. They look really greedy, but they have to do it.
Uh-oh, Silverbleed getting hooked under the tower. He's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, he should still be able to walk away. Doesn't look like Twitch has flash up yet. Yeah, so luckily he'll get out. He might be lagging again. We'll see. But yeah,
no, he actually jumped in on them.
Oh, okay.
And then he got hooked even farther in.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
But yeah, I really feel for the purple team. They need to make those greedy plays to try and get back into the game. But it's just not working out.
What they gotta do is they gotta reestablish their vision. They have to be able to see what's happening before you can go for those kind of plays.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just fishing in the dark.
Yeah, when you're behind like that, going into enemy territory is very risky.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jack's just straight up buying that Trinity Force. Big power spike for him. He is going to be very scary.
Yeah, Renekton is gonna have problems. He does have that Sunfire, but that's not the same as Trinity Force, and he doesn't have a tower anymore to hide behind. Okay, the Solar Flare gets the slow on both of them.
The Chompers lock up Thomasaur, and that's going to be a free kill. Nice hit on the Super Mega Death Rocket. Purple team tried to rotate down. That was a pretty fast response, actually, but not fast enough. And we see that Jinx is very, very strong right now. Has the makings of a attack speed item yet. Not sure which one, although it's very possible that she might be looking for the Last Whisper first, because she has the long sword on top of that. And we see we have a Lichbane for AP Kale. So that's gonna... Once she gets a major AP item, that's gonna be big time damage.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That popped the cork, doing so much damage. With the Bloodthirster on top of that. And yeah, Team Mania is just going to be stuck at his inner turret, because he's just going to have to try to farm up.
Yeah, because right now he can't really afford to challenge Jack. Uh-oh. Nocturne going in, but does not know that Jax is standing right there.
Wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately. But doesn't he?
Whoa, Arno's going pretty deep. He's going to get CC'd. He's going to need to burn intervention on himself. Oh my god, the damage. And there's the immediate abort.
Here's the turn, and yeah.
Blue team double kill.
Yeah, doesn't that suck? That's just really unfortunate. There was actually a big miscommunication where Aranos was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And Kage was like, no, 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 no. And they almost got caught for it.
Yep.
But it was a good focus on the Ahri, who just melted.
But yeah, luckily they're so far ahead right now that little hiccups like that don't really mean anything.
Yeah, if that had been a closer game, that could have easily have been a 3-for-1 in favor of Purple Team.
But yeah, unfortunately the result that's happening is that they're losing towers fast.
Yep. A good job by Jax to rotate up immediately and just press their advantage.
Oh, we're definitely seeing a dive here, and Virus Crow is gone.
Good teamwork right there.
Although Jinx is in all kinds of trouble, she has to dodge the charm.
Yeah, good flash, but the fear still grabs her. So they're just gonna have to stand and fight this. But Pixelated Panda is just too far behind right now. Licking OG gonna get shot up by the cork. And again, the gold advantage is just too much right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Ahri was really split on what she wanted to do. She used the DFG on top of Leona, so wasn't able to deal lethal damage to anyone.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off right there, but I was just gonna say intervention is just being such a huge problem right now for the purple team, because you know you do the same amount of damage more or less no matter how much health you have. So as long as you have that do not die button, you know, it's just so much easier to turn stuff around. It's just so annoying to deal with. But yeah, I'm a Hero definitely taking control of this game and just running with it. This is definitely, again, like I said, the best case scenario for them. And if they can win this first round in Swiss, that would be very big for them.
Yep, every team wants to win this first round because it makes your tiebreakers so much better. It puts you in such a huge spot.
Yeah, because again, we're down to 8 teams and only 3 will qualify for the finals.
That's correct.
Yeah, so and there will be only 3 weeks to play, so not a whole lot of games left in the long run. Okay, so getting around to about the 23.5-minute mark. The score is a daunting 21-4. Again, the gold lead just very snowbally at this point. Kills upon kills, towers upon towers, and dragons upon dragons. So we'll see if the blue team just wants to keep split pushing, because again, that would be fine for them since they're so far ahead. Jax can definitely 1v1 no problem, as well as Kale. So we'll see what happens. Kale actually going for the Liandry's Torment. So not a huge AP spike, but maybe the next item will be something a little bigger. But that definitely will synergize with the slow that she has.
Yeah, Kale opting to add DPS. Again, normally Kale'd either go for Nashor's Tooth or Liandry's when they want a little more DPS added on, because for some reason the the damage from Kale's E auto attacks procs Leandries, so this does a whole lot.
Oh, and I see that Thomasaur has disconnected and reconnected. But the big picture here is the B word. Blue team is all over the Baron.
Yeah, Baron trying his best to fend them off, but he's like, why are they so strong?
Yeah, it's really early Baron. Nothing that the purple team can really do to contest. So they're just gonna have to brace themselves for the inevitable push that's coming.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is about the time in the game where you probably start thinking more about what you want to do in the next game. You start trying to think, what happened to us this game? How can we fix that next game? Because although this game technically isn't over, it'd be really hard to come back at this point.
Yeah, it's at that particular time in the game where it's so early, and super minions are just such a big deal.
Yeah, realistically, it'd be hard just to keep them off.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since now that's the second inhibitor that's down.
Yeah, and also the last possible throw mechanic in the game, Baron, has been taken.
Yeah, and the last of their inhibitor towers falls, and this inhibitor is going down for free as well. So with 3 waves of supers, this is going to be next to impossible to defend.
So Ari has the pop Spirit Rush right there to dodge out. Beautiful Solar Flare, burning up everybody as Wukong jumps in with the Cyclone. Shutdown does go down to Kale, but the blue team is still ripping them to absolute pieces. A nice pickup by Robalba with the double kill. 4 for 1 so far. Pixelated Panda is in no position to defend this, and she does go down to the excited Jinx. And that will be an emphatic game 1. Big statement from I'm a Hero. Well played.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, we'll go to game 2. 1 win away from closing the set out.